you do is have a
This is exactly what
conversation
the hell I was
about a
I
talking
thought
word.
that
Hold
y'all
on,
was better
about a
than the
listen,
Muslims
bro.
and the Jehovah's Witnesses,
Yeah,
bro.
hold on.
Y'all just as
Just
weird.
try to bring
Hold
order in the
on.
room.
Y'all
Boom,
just
somebody
as the
just
only
go out
one
and
getting
take
muted.
order.
Y'all are
Hold
just
on.
as weird. What is this? Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is China where we find the true seek understanding and be the light. It's your boy Big Blue. It's so interestingly enough, I came across this video. This is from God Logic Apologetics. I didn't know much about God Logic. It came up on my feed, and maybe it was because of the video that I did last time in regards to Drewski and his skit acting like the Hebrew Israelites, which again wasn't too far off just based off of their everyday appearance out in the world, out in social media and stuff like that. It wasn't too far off. And again, just like I said, Drewski also did one about being a church leader, a church youth leader at a youth retreat. And a white youth retreat, may I say. And he wasn't too far off. Was it a little bit of mockery? Yes. But he wasn't off. So I wanted to, it's not even a matter of wanting to. This video had just literally popped up on my feed. And I'm like, oh, let me go ahead and check it out and see what's going on. And I kid you not, the reactions of these individuals, of these group of gentlemen that claim to be, part of the Hebrew Israelites, they're consistent. That's all I gotta say. They're consistent. And again, like I said in the intro, this doesn't mean that Christians can't also fall into this. It's just that this type of behavior seems to be, I don't know, permissive with the Black Hebrew Israelites. And there's really doesn't seem to be much correction that happens with this, because it seems like they have somebody that's, I don't know, a veteran, let's say, that's also on the live. And I don't think he really does a good job of moderating this conversation and, really trying to take somebody aback. So, of course, as always, we got to do a couple verses in regards to this before we get into the video. There's several verses in all this. And when it comes to God Logic, he comes in with a specific energy, and I'm not a fan of it because he pokes around. He literally pokes and prods. And I don't think we should be doing that. But I think when it comes to the situation of false, I think when it comes to a matter of misinformation and how these Hebrew Israelites seem to be giving out a bunch of misinformation or disinformation and not willing to learn, that's when the way that he comes about it is maybe a little strong, depending on who you are. Some people may like it. Some people may not like his approach. I wasn't too much of a fan of his approach, but it just goes to show you how not really weak in the spirit these gentlemen are, but how young they are in the spirit, if they are truly of the word of God. And again, like I said before, everything that they seem to focus a lot on the Old Testament, which I guess because they're trying to make claim that they're the original Hebrews, the Israelites, and no emphasis on Jesus, who came and gave us a new covenant for all of us to have salvation. That seems to be the big thing, one of the big things. So this video is going to be in regards to talking about the Trinity. That also seems to be another big thing. And you guys got to make a judgment on what you think about it. So the verses that I just wanted to bring up really quick in regards to this and if we are the true Hebrew Israelites and we follow the Bible, we should remember just regular day-to-days that how we should be acting, which I don't see with them most of the time. Proverbs 18:13, if one gives an answer before he hears, it is his folly and shame. Proverbs 14:29, whoever is slow to anger has great understanding, but he who has a hasty temper exalts folly. Now, I'm not going to play the whole thing. I have the link in the description below for you guys to watch and just kind of see the attitude, see the temper, and see how they react while going through this and see how they're being easily trapped. And it's like, it doesn't give me people of God vibes, especially if you're holding the Bible. I just don't understand. But let's just go ahead and go right into it.
God, whether he's triune or not, whether salvation can be is only for the Israelites, ethnic Israelites, or if it's for everyone, even the non-Israelites. So I disagree with those matters. So whatever you guys want to talk about.
Okay, so you pick which one you want to talk about first. We can deal with
Okay, sure. What do you guys believe about Jesus? Do you believe he's
hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hey, how do you pronounce your name?
me?
Yeah.
He said
Just
call him
Avery. Avery.
Yeah. So you're not on here dealing falsely, right? So what is your real name?
I just told you it's Avery.
So you go by God Logic?
That's my YouTube name.
Okay, so you're God Logic, the one that has the debates with some of our elders, correct?
That's right. That's me.
Just making sure, because you didn't want to say that. I just wanted to make sure.
Nobody asked. When you asked,
Yeah,
I didn't hide.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, why would
Wait, hold on, this
you have
God
a
Logic?
different burner account though?
Well, my other
Oh,
account, my other account's banned. I'm banned until the 17th. That's why I'm on this one.
Oh, I thought you was hiding from your groupies, Logic. I thought you was hiding from your groupies.
Nah, I'd definitely come on my main. We could get like a bunch of people in here, but unfortunately, I got banned, bro. So
Hey, God Logic. So let me ask you a question. So why would you want to debate something that you've already been, like what we saw? And I'm just being honest. Like if when you were debating Captain T, or I've seen you, I think I've seen you go against, what's that guy's name? I can't think of.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. So why do you want to go through the same round and round?
Well, because there's still people who are lost on these subjects. So, like with brothers like you, and who hold to these Hebrew Israelite doctrines, denying the deity of Christ, denying salvation for non-Israelites, you guys are still lost under these falsehoods. So that's why I want to talk to you guys.
Okay, but you do know that in the classrooms, the videos and everything that's being discussed between you and our elders are like every single word is discussed, and we're taught, right, to go against people and to not really listen to the false doctrines that you guys teach.
You're saying that it's false doctrine. You got to show me that it's false, brother.
It's already been shown, God Logic.
Hold on. I want to
hold on. I know. Hold on. But the thing is, for me to sit here and spend an hour going back and forth,
you don't have to,
exactly,
bro.
No, I know. Hold on. But that everything that Captain Jazariak went against you on,
all of his points were destroyed.
All those breakdowns, I have them written in front of me right now.
Okay, good. So if you have them,
how are you going to?
I'm with you, Latin Heat. I'm with you. If you believe, if you believe that Captain Tazariak's points refuted me, tell me how.
They did. Like everybody here who's an Israelite.
All right, good. Give me one point.
And here's the thing: when we're providing the truth, we need to come with an energy of just providing the truth. The easiest thing for me is that there's very little time for arguments. We shouldn't be spending a lot of times arguing or providing like extra fluff words or not even getting to the point. If he said that he has all the notes, okay, let's go ahead and talk about it. Why are we still chit-chatting back and forth about what was being discussed and having a false start? Let's go ahead and just get right to the point. Let's go ahead and answer these questions. Let's go ahead, and if a question is asked, answer the question and then give your side after that. That's like the easiest thing to go, because when you're going with back and forth, like somebody's asking a question and you're just constantly going back and forth, or not even answering the questions, coming up with another question or bringing up something that's not even relevant, you're dodging the question at that point. Answer the question, then bring your stance. If we're truly going to have a debate, because of that, because you don't answer the question, then that means you're dodging for whatever reason, which happens a lot here. Let's keep going.
Yeah,
good. Give me one point that he said that refuted me, and let's talk about it.
Hold on, God Logic. Hold on real quick. Hey,
okay.
Hold on real quick. All right, so let's deal with a particular topic then, man.
Yes, let's do it.
You know what I mean?
I want to debate him because he think he hot.
I don't think I'm nothing, man.
Gary.
I don't think I'm nothing.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the energy that I'm talking about. How are you a person of God, and this is the language, this is the energy that you're bringing on off rip? You getting tight, you getting upset because this guy who thinks that he's the stuff is coming in here and gonna try and show you and your boys up. Yo, if you guys are right in everything that you do, present the correct way to do things. And that is it. He's either gonna take it or he's gonna leave it. Don't sit here and get all riled up That's not having any self-control. If we're of the Bible and we're people of the Bible, then you would know that.
Yeah,
Hold
Gary,
on,
shout
brothers.
out.
Let's not do this overconfidence thing. Let's not do
Yeah,
this arrogance thing as
Gary,
Israelites.
Gary, hard body.
Let
Yeah.
You do
Nah,
gotta be
no, hold on,
disobedient
hold
in
on.
one anything though.
Right. So look, check this out. We're gonna Gary want to bring out some points. Just let Gary and then you have that conversation because Gary want to talk to you.
Oh, I'm with it. Let's talk about the deity of Christ. That's what I
All right,
asked.
go ahead. All right, hey Gary, you ready? I know you got that.
Man, you know I got it. You know this is too easy. All right, so what do you want? What about the deity of Christ?
Do you believe that he was created?
Of course.
Do you have a verse?
Yeah, Micah 5:2.
You said Micah 5 verse 2.
Yep.
The verse that says that he's from everlasting.
It says his origin is from everlasting.
So if his origin is from what does everlasting mean, brother?
It means he comes eternity.
So if he comes from eternity, that means he has no actual beginning. He's from eternity.
But that's contradictory to the word origin.
No, it's okay. Do you believe that God?
Okay, watch yourself. Hold on.
Do you believe that God was there in the beginning?
No, I'm gonna ask you a question. What does eternity mean?
So now you're.
Hold on. No. We're talking about Micah 5:2. What does
Yeah, I know.
eternity? All right. So we said it says origin. What does eternity mean?
Eternity is forever. It's infinite.
No,
You don't have a
definition.
beginning or an end.
Okay, so if Micah 5:2 says,
wait, before you ask, do you agree with that? Like we got to make sure we agree.
Yes,
with these
eternity
things.
means no beginning nor end.
Got it. Okay.
So hold on. So if you look at Micah 5:2, O Bethlehem Ephrathah, though you shall be little among the thousands of Judah, out of thee will come forth unto me one who shall be ruler in Israel, whose goings forth, Musa'ah, meaning origin, is from everlasting. So it means Christ came from eternity. We know the only one who is eternal is the Father. So
wait, hold on a second. If he came from eternity, that means that he's eternal, or else he did not come from eternity. Look,
because he can't be eternal, bro.
Hold on, brother.
Hold on, he can't be. I ain't mute you, but
yeah. Just hold on before we continue, because I want us to have a conversation.
Hold on, I don't want to have a foolish conversation.
I'm getting muted for no reason.
I know. I don't want to have a foolish conversation, though.
Hold on.
I don't want to have a foolish conversation.
Hold on, Gary. You can continue, Gary, and you can't.
Darius, you told me that you guys let us speak. Darius, you said.
I'm not quiet for a second. I got to say something to my people. Again, you jumped in an Israelite live, so I need to make sure. Remember, Gary. His tactics are to disrupt and redirect. He's not going to let you finish. He's never going to let you finish your statement or get your understanding. And he's supposed to be the Christian, the one with the agape love. He's not going to do that. This guy, he has tactics. So I'm just telling you, we study every.
And he does have tactics, which is crazy because he literally done told the kid what he's going to do and how he's going to try and mess you up, and he still fell for it, which is crazy. That shows we're not thinking, we're not even listening. You don't even care. I just read in Proverbs.
Single thing, all the precepts he's going to bring out, he only likes to debate this topic also. So I'm just bringing that out.
I want him to look. I want him to
go ahead.
I want God Logic to refute this because he said eternity, right?
Yo, hold on.
What is that?
What the hell is that?
I'm just playing sad. I'm playing sad music because your boy crying up there.
Tactics, bro. Come on now.
God Logic, man, chill, bro.
One second, brother. 1 second. I want to show him this word, right? Because I want to show him this word because he thinks
I'm saying
y'all spending too much.
And this is what I'm talking about. Here's the part when he starts to peg on him. He knows that Gary is upset. He's gonna continue to peg on him. Not to me very Christian-like when it comes to a debate, but in regards to this video, this is exactly what I'm talking about in situations where you have people that's coming against you when you're trying to speak whatever truth that you have. If we're living the Bible way, you can't allow these things to bother you. You can't allow these things to change your state of mind to where now you're talking emotionally, because then now you're not even bringing a point. But then not only that, you shouldn't be talking just to bring a point, but to bring correction gently. We got a verse for that as well, but let's keep going.
Time crying, I got to play the violin for y'all.
I'm setting up good order. Both of y'all, please. Can one of y'all just start off the conversation and then one of y'all say, I yield, or I'm done? Or
No
I'm
need to yield. Look, Gary and I can have a back and forth. We were already having a good back and forth.
No, obviously
until he jumped in and started crying.
Yeah, so just talk. Hold on. Let them just talk. Because that's just the way how God Logic like to have that discussion. As long as it ain't going crazy, just hear them out. And once it start going crazy, we're gonna stop y'all. I just want to let you know God Logic and Gary. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna let y'all go. Go ahead.
So Wait, first, hold on. Y'all know I'm not new here, right? Y'all know, like, I
Yeah,
okay.
Gary. That's why I already know. Like, you
They
know, I
worry
got
Alright,
about
so
you, Gary. They worry, man.
all right, so
nah,
wait, hold on.
man.
All right, so you said origin. So this says Christ has an origin, but you believe he's eternal.
Where
What
does it
does
say his origin is?
from everlasting?
There you go. So
What
if
is
his
hold on?
origin,
What is the word for? Hold on. What is the word from?
I'm
Hold on. Do
letting
you
you
know
know,
the?
bro. I'm telling
Do
you
you
right
know the
now.
word? What does the word from come from?
If
What
you
is the
listen
word
to me,
from?
bro, if you allow me to finish my
Bro, hold on.
statement, if you
I'm
allow me
saying
to
this.
finish
I
my
don't want. Hold
statement,
on. I'm
I
saying
promise you,
this.
you'll understand what I'm saying.
Listen, bro. I
And
don't
I'm
want to have a
already getting
foolish
muted again.
conversation. One thing we're
And guys,
not
they're
going to
muting
do.
me
Hold on. One
again.
thing
What
I'm
is
not going
this,
to do. Hold on,
bro?
bro. Hold on. One thing I'm just going to tell you. One thing
Exactly what
I'm
the hell
not
I was
going to
talking
do is
about.
have a
This is exactly what
conversation
the hell I was
I
talking about.
thought
about
that
hold
y'all
on
was better
about
than the
a listen,
Muslims and
bro.
the Jehovah's Witnesses,
Yeah,
bro.
we hold
Y'all
on.
y'all
Damn,
just
you
as
just try
weird.
to bring
Hold
order in the
hold
room.
Y'all
hold.
just
Nobody
as the
just
only
Slow
one
down.
nobody
getting
taking
Slow
care of
muted.
down.
my
Y'all
Slow
are
down.
order.
Slow
just as
down.
weird. What is this?
Slow
Oh
down,
man,
everybody.
come
Hold on.
on,
And then they kicked me.
Y'all are just as weird. What is this?
come
Slow
on,
down.
man. Hey, hold on. Oh
Why
man, who
niggas kick
dropped
him?
him? Yo, why y'all? Nah, bring him
Weird.
back up. All right. Nah,
Come
don't
on
do
now.
that. I
Y'all
want.
couldn't
I
do
just
your
want to
order
tell
and
him
go to
I'm
my
not getting ready to have a
Weirdos.
conversation. Hold
Why
on.
couldn't y'all
Hold
go
on.
to
I'm
my
just telling niggas I'm
criteria
not gonna have
order?
a
Nope.
conversation. I'm just ready to
That
tell
would
him
have
I'm not ready to
Now
have a conversation
let's see the
about
God
words
logic
when we
effect.
know the definition. We're grown as hell. We know eternity.
The God Logic effect is crazy, bro. Oh my god. This man literally comes in to troll. I mean, I don't really want to say troll. He just comes and disrupts, which I don't think we should have this disrupting nature. That's probably one thing that I have against, not really against God Logic, but like, yo, bro, let's calm down, man. Just a tad.
He doesn't have a meaning. He doesn't have a beginning. Meaning what?
He's not letting Gary finish. That's
Yeah.
why I'm
Go back, King. This is what we
they
gonna
could
do.
have did it
Just
then.
hey, yo, look. Hey, look. God Logic. Just look when y'all you just like how you had that conversation with Tazaria. Do it here. You know what I mean? I just you just do it respectfully because
Big
we
big
don't want to do you just talking over people and shit. You
big
know what I'm
bear.
saying? So,
Big bear.
yeah,
Yeah,
Telling you.
I've engaged with you before. You were honest before. You just
yeah.
saw what happened. Gary asked me a question about origin. I was in the middle of explaining the origin from everlasting, and he cut me off.
he wasn't
And
And in
I
me
finished.
hold on,
saying,
hold on.
please
And
He
I
let
just
me
wasn't
and I just
finish.
said
finished.
this.
Let
Hold
me
on. And I
finish,
just said
please.
this. Hold
And he's doing it again.
You
on.
see,
I
now I'm
just said
getting
this.
cut off
We're not
again.
gonna have a
So
conversation about a
watch me get
word.
muted while I'm the
No,
one.
no,
You
I'm
see
not
what
gonna
you
mute
see
you.
what I'm
Go
saying, Big
ahead,
Bear?
bro.
Nobody
No
mute him.
one's
Let him
muting
land
you.
his plane real
So
quick.
let me
Go ahead.
finish
Hey,
my point,
question.
please.
But Michael 5 and 2 says he has Musa, meaning he has an origin. The definition of origin is to have a beginning. The definition of eternal is to have no beginning nor end. Can you rectify that?
Yes. When you say your origin, it's qualified in the verse. It says that his origins are from everlasting, meaning he's from eternity. He does not have a beginning. That's where he's from. And that's why even the Bible says that God is from everlasting to everlasting. So this is you literally came to a verse that literally says that Jesus is infinite and uncreated.
Bro, if I say I have an origin, what does that mean?
Qualify it. Depends on how you qualify it, my brother.
Okay, let's look up the definition of the word origin.
You're not understanding. Do you know what I mean when I
No,
say
no, no, no,
qualify
no,
it?
no, 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 no. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna look up the definition of these
You
words.
can
We're
look up the
grown
definition
men.
all you want.
Okay, let's look at the definition of the word origin, shall we?
Okay, go ahead.
Define
I'm not gonna help
origin.
you.
Let's see if
Let me just give you this analogy. Imagine that the sun and the sky. You agree that light comes forth from the sun, right?
yeah.
Right?
Keep going.
Do you agree that light comes forth from the sun?
Listen, bro. Make that make sense,
No,
bro.
I'm
That's
asking you
all
a
I'm
question.
asking
I'm building with you. Do you agree that light comes forth from the sun?
you. Yes, the light comes from the sun.
Okay.
Actual light.
Yes. Okay. Good. So, if the sun was eternal, as long as the sun is the sun, it always gives off light, right? Light always comes forth from the sun, right? Right.
Bro.
So you
Stop
got
asking rhetorical questions,
you
bro, and
got
go
see
and
you
make your
look. You got
point,
to be
bro.
willing to work with me, man.
Bro, who the hell is going to disagree that the sunshine doesn't shine from the sun, bro? What does this
Well,
got to do with Christ? Come on.
we're breaking it down. You kind
This has a lot to do with it.
it sounds like you're nervous about where this is going. Just work with me.
No,
Just
I'm
walk with me,
not. It's a
man.
foolish question, but go
Okay,
ahead, go.
it's okay. So look, I'm just like how Jesus gave parables and analogies is what I'm doing with you as well. So now imagine this, Gary. This is hypothetical. Okay, if the sun was infinite, if the sun was eternal, never had a beginning, it was infinite. It would infinitely bring forth light. Correct?
Bro, are you trying to put a hypothetical, bro?
I'm not putting a hypothetical in it. Just answer the question.
No, you just said this is
If
hypothetical.
the sun was infinite,
I'm not
then it
asking a
would infinitely
hypothetical
bring forth
question. Hold
light,
on. I'm
right?
not asking a hypothetical question because a hypothetical goes into imagination and non-facts.
No,
Anything outside of yay and nay is evil. So I'm not dealing with
So when Jesus
hypotheticals, bro.
didn't answer yay and nay, was he
I'm not
evil?
dealing with hypotheticals. I'm dealing with
I
actual
got you.
facts.
When
That's why I'm
Jesus
asking you.
when Jesus
No,
didn't
God
answer yay
Logic.
and nay.
I'm not dealing with no hypotheticals. I'm dealing
Okay,
with
so when
actual
Jesus
facts.
didn't answer
Show
yay or
me
nay,
what
was he
these
evil?
words. No, show me what these words mean.
When Jesus
In the
when
words, I don't
Jesus
care
did not
about
answer,
hypotheticals.
Gary, I heard you. When Jesus did not answer yay or nay, but instead gave an analogy as an answer, was he evil?
I'm not dealing with you. I just told you that.
You're not answering my question.
And God, he gave realistic examples. You're giving a hypothetical.
Realistic
It's
example.
not
Okay.
realistic.
So was it yay or nay
example
though?
is not
Was it yay or
realistic at
nay?
all.
Was it yay or nay?
I'm asking you he gave realistic
Was it
examples.
yay
He's
or
asking
nay?
you to give a
See,
realistic. Who
bro.
cares about the ad hominems, bro?
Don't
We
do
don't
that.
care
Darius,
about
remember
how.
you were saying that
We
how
don't
we
care
scared to
about
come on the
listen, bro.
stage?
Listen, bro. We don't care about you scared, you feared this. I don't see no.
Darius was saying that
Listen,
we
bro.
scared to come
I
up
don't
here.
fear no man. I looked down the barrel of a gun
Darius said
before.
we're
I'm
gonna
not
let
scared
y'all
of
speak.
nobody.
So this is when things starts to get a little heated. I just wanted to bring this up because again, this thing is long, but I don't want to say too heated, but essentially see the reaction of, and this is the typical reaction that we get from these guys. I don't know what their process is as far as discipleship. I mean, clearly he knows some scriptures, but I don't know if it's just like the memory verse of that week and now he's out focusing straight on that memory verse or whatever the case is. But you're like, it doesn't matter if you're not relational with people, which is what Jesus says to have, which is what the Apostle Paul says that we should be doing when we're going out and talking to people and trying to correct with people. We're trying to be relational. God Logic, he's shown that he can sit and have the conversation, but Gary ain't about it. He's too up in here. And that it's like, we have somebody that has these type of characteristics. Why aren't we pulling him back and, have these little discussions and, even then try to tend to the sinful natures that he's having right now? Because shouldn't we not be acting in this manner?
Sun in the sky that we have. And so with this analogy, he was afraid to go to its conclusion because he saw how he was in trouble. So instead of asking him, Gary, please allow me to finish, Gary.
Instead of ad hominems, how about
Notice
you just
how
say
they mute me and they cut me off. These are the Hebrew Israelites.
I don't care about your ad.
Y'all supposed to be strong. Y'all supposed to be doctrinal sound. But y'all muted
No
them.
one cares about the ad hominems, bro. We don't care about how.
Remember you were saying that how we scared to come on the stage?
Listen, bro. We don't care about you scared, you feared this. I don't see no. Listen, bro. I don't fear no man. I looked down the barrel of a gun before. I'm not scared of nobody.
Hold on.
That's one thing. So two. I'm not scared of nobody. I don't fear no man or nothing. Just finish your analogy without the ad hominems.
Thank you. Everybody, listen, no one here is scared of anybody. Please stop doing that. That's so immature. That's like some 8th grade stuff that we used to do. Cut that out, please.
You know what's more immature?
Just deal.
Not letting a person speak.
Don't kick him too, please. Latin, calm down.
I'm not upset. I like God Logic. I just don't like his tactics.
You are upset.
Okay. Listen.
Y'all all upset.
Let's watch this. It's very. Whoever has listen.
I've been fair, Avery.
Just listen to me real quick. Whoever has truth is going to be able to temper themselves and let anybody give their dissertation.
Exactly.
Because if you have truth, you can come behind them and clean it up.
That's right.
So let's not get upset. Let's be patient. Let's hear each other out and just.
And we have verses for these. I just said we have verses for these. Anytime there's a debate about any type of topic, we should have verses, especially like verses like this. We need to be understanding. We need to have an open ear and be willing to hear before we speak and actually take in what's going on and to come in with poise and to not be boggled by what it is that somebody else says. But if we're going to point our point across and come to a resolution and come to an understanding and maybe even cause some type of conversion, whatever the case may be, you have to be in a state of mind in which it's unchanged. Be an example. That's it. But time and time again, and again, I mean, just because they're here and they're the topic, I see this type of behavior with the Hebrew Israelites over and over and over again. Why? I don't know.
Deal accordingly.
I
You know what I'm
appreciate it.
saying? 'Cause
Con.
All right, but I'm
Appreciate
gonna
it.
just tell him. I'm just gonna tell him. Keep all that bitch to
So
yourself,
so
though.
so allow me to
come on
finish.
now,
Hey, I'm
Gary.
only giving
Come
y'all the
on,
same energy you
Gary.
gave me.
You
That's
pretty
all.
scholarly, Gary. Gary, you pretty scholarly. You don't
I,
have to do that.
I'm just saying because I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying because I
I
don't
know.
have Tony talk or slight ambig
Oh,
on the
he
internet.
ain't
I hate that.
scholarly at all. He can't even
Listen.
handle this. In
Hold on, Gary. You're Israel. You're Israel. We're better than that. We're better than that.
That's right.
Even though
Con.
I got out of hand the other day, but it was like 3 or 4 people against me, so that
So,
always happens.
and I'm not
But go
paying
ahead.
about that. I don't want to deal with no imaginational thing. I'm asking him to explain by the definition of begotten how is someone eternally begotten.
So now, Ibhar, can I finish what I was saying?
Go ahead.
I
But
appreciate
listen,
it.
Cut him off.
but
Don't cut him
but
Right.
off. Please let him speak.
okay, yeah. Let him speak and get his stuff out. And Gary, you made your stance. You said you didn't want to answer that in that
Hmm.
manner. So let's just at least entertain it. Go ahead.
I appreciate it. So when someone can't follow an analogy, it shows that they're afraid of where this goes because they see the answer. So continuing
Come
with
on,
the
God Logic.
analogy,
God Logic.
Gary
Hold
said
on.
that
God
look,
Logic, don't
I
do that. Don't
said
poke the
3
bear.
words
Hold
and I
on.
got
I
cut off,
know,
bro.
but
Just
you're
let
I
him,
poke.
brother.
said 3 words and I
Hold
got
on,
cut
Darius.
off.
Hold on. But don't
This is
poke the
getting
bear.
insane, man.
Hold on. I'm gonna give you back the floor, but don't prod at him.
Why
You
not?
see,
I'm
he's
talking to him.
It don't
because
matter. We
but
Israel. Let
come
him
on.
do it, bruh.
I know. No,
Let him do it.
Gary's not soft, right? Gary, you're not soft, right?
Darius. We're not
I
gonna play
shouldn't be
games,
laughing
bro.
at
I ain't
this,
even
Just
gonna
man.
go
lie to you,
ahead,
bro.
God.
The only way I can show a nigga not soft is see you in person, but I'm not even gonna
Don't,
lie.
Gary.
Now you
Don't
did.
Hold
see
on,
that.
Now we lost. Now we lost. Check these
hey,
comments.
hold
What's
on.
going
I
on?
We supposed to
agree.
be
Nah, chill
Listen,
out, chill out.
that's why we can't
Listen,
prod the
I just
bear.
asked niggas, stop playing
Gary,
on all that. If I see
Gary,
you ever in
Gary,
person, bro, he not gonna be like
Gary,
that.
calm down. Gary, please calm down. That's what I'm
I'm not.
saying.
Hold
God,
on, I'm just letting you know. I'm not from that
I
type of place.
know.
Hold on, I'm
We
not from that
know.
type of place.
Hold, check this
We
out. Check this
know,
out. Yo,
bro.
Okay, when I think about Avery, God Logic, when I think about his approach, it's something about, and this isn't like an exact comparison. I thought about when Elijah was taken to Ahab. Let me see. It's in First Kings 18. Oh, so Ahab was torn between Baal and the one true God. And Elijah had came to correct that. So in First Kings 18, let's go to 20. So Ahab said to all the people of Israel and gathered the prophets together at Mount Carmel. And Elijah came near to all the people and said, how long will you go limping between two different opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal, then follow him. And the people did not answer him a word. Then Elijah said to the people, I only am left of the prophets of the Lord, but Baal's prophets are 450 men. Let 2 bulls be given to us, and let them choose 1 bull for themselves, and cut it in pieces and lay it on the wood, but put no fire to it. And I will prepare the other bull and lay it on the wood and put no fire to it. And you call upon the name of your God, and I will call upon the name of the Lord. And the God who answers by fire, he is God. And the people answered, and all the people answered, it is well spoken. Then Elijah said to the prophets of Baal, choose for yourselves 1 bull and prepare it first, for you are many, and call upon the name of your God, but do not put fire on it. Now, kind of interesting. And again, this isn't 1 for 1, but it's just interesting how it's just one God Logic versus the 5 Hebrew Israelites, and they're going back and forth. Now, you'll see where my comparison is. Again, it's not 1 for 1. Scroll down a little bit. Let's see. Okay, and 26. And they took the bull and was given them, and they prepared it and called upon the name of Baal from morning until noon, saying, O Baal, answer us. But there was no voice, and no one answered. And they looked around the altar they had made. So now here, verse 27 is kind of where I'm like, okay, this is where I got this passage from when I'm looking at this situation. This is Elijah talking about the prophets of Baal. Verse 27. And at noon, Elijah mocked them, saying, cry aloud, for he is a God. Either he is musing, or he is relieving himself, or he is on a journey, or perhaps is asleep and must be awakened. And they cried aloud and cut themselves after their custom with swords and lances until the blood gushed out upon them. And as midday passed, they raved until the time of the offering of the oblation, and there was no voice, and no one answered, and no one paid attention. Now, that was just, again, just kind of a thought process. It's very interesting seeing people crash out over religion. And again, this happens to Christianity as well. So I don't know. It's just interesting, guys, seeing this type of situation going on, seeing these young cats sit here and have these debates. And yeah, you could say that they're pretty knowledgeable in specific verses, but at the end of the day, you could be highly knowledgeable. The second that you hit right here, somebody hits you right here, all knowledge is out the window, and you start talking reckless. You start, trying to fumble around, getting around to certain topics. And especially with the information that was given, God Logic was just, Avery, he was giving information based off of the scripture. He was giving an analogy on how that comes to play. We couldn't even get to a serious debate. This to me was not even a serious debate as far as anything theological. It was Avery with his tactics deconstruct, causing these individuals, the Gary guy specifically, to essentially crash out and show for somebody like me coming in and watching, this is again how the Hebrew Israelites act. Now, clearly they're supposed to be acting a different way based off of what the other guys with the other Hebrew Israelites were saying. He just wasn't exhibiting that way. My question is, why the heck would you allow him to be on the live if you know that he's pretty impulsive? If he clearly has some issues to where he can't control himself, he lacks self-control, he can be easily jarred with just a couple of words. I would think that was something that you would know about the person before you let them go out. Because imagine if this was a public settings, and then next thing you know, he's getting in somebody's face just for talking to them, and then we getting in fist fights with it, because that's the energy that he's giving off. If this was a public setting, he looked like he would be the one to run up on somebody and start swinging because of, maybe not. But even then, on Avery's part as well, I said it before and I'll say it again. I'm not a fan of this approach. I'm not a fan of the tactics. Is it amusing? Yes. Is it constructive to the kingdom of God? I mean, if anything, because he's not talking to necessarily another Christian and just pointing out the flaws of a specific group of people, I mean, but should you really be doing that? I don't know. But he did prove his point that the conversation could not be had when giving specific information, when giving facts and whatnot, and they just constantly disrupting him and all that stuff. I think the debate would have went a whole lot better if they were actually in debate mode. That wasn't the case. But to both people, when it comes to Avery and his deconstruction tactics for these groups, and I don't even know if he does that all the time, and also for the Hebrew Israelites, who seem to always be in their emotions when somebody talks about them or kind of prods at them for based off of the conversation. Galatians 5:22-23. We should know this is the fruit of the Spirit. For the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law. Galatians 6:1. Brothers, if anyone is caught in any transgression, you who are spirited should restore him in a spirit of gentleness. Keep watch on yourself, lest you be tempted. Now, when we say brothers, I think we're referring to those that are also of the faith. Just, I don't know, just based off of everything I'm seeing with the Hebrew Israelites, I don't think they truly believe that Jesus is God, one, and that Jesus is here to die for our sins and gives us all salvation. So if they don't truly believe that, they really can't be called a brother. So maybe this verse doesn't pertain to them. So I give that a pass for Avery just until I get more information. But 2 Timothy 2:24-25, and the Lord's servant must not be quarrelsome, but kind to everyone, able to teach, patiently enduring evil, correcting his opponents with gentleness. I would say for the last part, was Avery gentle? And that's just my stance. That's just my stance. I have seen a couple other videos of his, and he didn't prod, he didn't poke. I think a lot of words that he says were intentional to cause the Gary guy to crash out. I definitely believe that, because he could have used other words, but he chose those specifically. And I've heard some of his other interactions with other people of other races, and he talked very differently because they were actually having a conversation. But this guy was a hothead, and I think he wanted to expose the hot-headedness or whatever. But anyways, interesting video, guys. I still feel the same way about the Hebrew Israelites. This is the type of energy that they bring, which again I've seen time and time and time again. And if what Avery said about what they believe, they don't believe that God is of the Trinity. They don't believe that everybody can be saved under Jesus. And they don't believe that Christ is Lord, then yeah, nah, that's borderline occult, borderline occult. But I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think. What I need to know. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.